welcome to the channel. You are welcome. If you're a new viewer, a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. I'm Sydney, and you've probably seen by the title of the video that today we're going to talk about money, student finances. But before we delve right into it, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and you can leave a positive comment down below. And then let's delve right into it. Oh, by the way, I just had a very good meal, as you've seen in the intro. But today's video is not about that. We're going to talk about some student finances, and I want us to talk about some money. Because especially if you are Nsfas funded, or you hope to be Nsfas funded, I think this could be a good video. But before we delve right into it, please note that this is just my own experience. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial what. This is just my own budget and what I chose to do with my money, because I think everyone has to do whatever they want with their money, directed of course by their goals in life, their aspirations and things like that. So before we delve right into it, please don't forget to like the video, comment, leave a positive comment down below, and please subscribe. Okay, with that now out of the way, so let's get right into it. I just hope this video is not going to be too long though, and I know that it will not be too long. So in CUT, the allowance, the Nsfas allowances, we get a total of 5,000 rands per student, and from the 5,000 rands, it's 1.5 for food allowance or meal allowance, however you want to call it, and then the 3.5k is the rental allowance. So actually some people, they only get like the 1.5, but this year I'm very privileged. I'm not I'm not in that category, so I get like almost all my money. But before you get to the part where you don't get only 1.5, a lot of things have to fall into place. For example, you'll have to negotiate with your landlord, and just sort of have an agreement with them that in your lease agreement they should claim the full Nsfas rental allowance, which is 3.5k, even if you're not paying the 3.5k. So you have to have the agreement with them, and agree that they will claim the 3.5, and for example if you pay 2.5, they will take the 2.5 and give you the 1k change. Or if you pay less money, like myself, out of the 3.5k, the landlord takes 1.750, and she sends the landlady, she sends the 1.750 to me. So that is the agreement that I was talking about. So you have to have such an agreement with your landlord. And then, so let's just do a bit of calculation here. Out of the 5k, I take out 1.750, which is the rent, and then I'm left with 3.250. So the 3.250 is my own. I can do whatever I want with it. So out of the 3.250, basically I'm left with 1,250 to do whatever I want to do around the month, which is to buy food, of course, to pay for the gym, buy electricity, pay for water, and then the remaining money, of course, I can do whatever I want with it. I can save it up. And speaking of the gym, I pay like 400 for the gym, and so you can see, and I buy like food for 700. So out of that money, the 1.250, I'm only left with like 150 rands. If I really stick to the commitment of saving the 2k that I aspire to save. But months differ. So guys, here's the tricky part here. What's tricky is that I think if we are doing our calculations correctly, you can see that We have around 150 left. And the tricky thing is that, during the course of the month, you get a lot of temptations. For example, as a student, you get tempted to eat out a lot and not cook, which I think happens to everyone. And I think it's a temptation that everyone finds very hard to deal with. And, it's easy to just give in to the temptation and, buy some food outside, which costs a lot of money. And another thing is that CUT, starting from this month, CUT has stopped giving us data. So it means that out of our allowances, we're going to have to budget to get ourselves data. And the data that I use is like 200 rands a month, the MTN data that I use, because I get like 2 gigs a day. And yes, it's 60 gigs a month. So a lot of things like that can temper with someone's plan to save around 2K. But I think it's realistic though. You can sacrifice a lot. Things like data, you can just buy little data and not a lot, because you don't have to be on Instagram, you don't have to be on Facebook, for example. You don't have to be on TikTok, because these are on YouTube even, for example, because these are things that damage your data. I think if you are very cautious with your data, you'd want to avoid those social media platforms. But otherwise, everything else really, you just need to sacrifice. Yeah, because I think life is a sacrifice, and the commitment to save up money is also a sacrifice. So you have to sacrifice a lot. But if some things fall into place, as I've said, then saving 2K a month as a student is something that's very, very much achievable. It's something that is very realistic. It's very realistic, but it wants a lot of determination, commitment, discipline, and a bit of consistency. So yeah, that is how you can save up 2K, and that is how I save up 2K from my allowance as a student. So by the way, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, ask whatever you want to ask if you have any questions, and please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you again in the next video. Just like that. Ciao.